try to study their tape, see what they did so well. London Fletcher, man, he was an awesome linebacker.
Mariota on 3rd down and 9, picks up the first and still going. Marcus Mariota inside the 20 and finally knocked out of bounds. 16-yard line of the Dolphins as Mariota runs for 43.
Man, they just open up that one side. Yes, it's a passing down, obvious passing situation, but you have to understand who's at quarterback. Marcus Mariota, frankly, won a Heisman because of how well he used his legs and in the passing game. He's been doing it his whole career and rips off a big game for the Commanders.
Riley Patterson, 29-yard attempt for the win from the left hash. It is straight through. The Miami Dolphins win it in Madrid in overtime. Second straight win for the Dolphins, 6th consecutive defeat for the Commanders.
37 rushing yards past couple games, coming off the bye, pitch out 2nd and 7. Warren squirts 3, cuts into the secondary, and now it's a foot race. Then they stop him there, a hit by Turner, can't bring him down. What a run!
Well, this is more about the blocking up front. Great job by the Steelers. You're not going to bring him down with just an arm tackle, and it's definitely not two-hand touch. They're not close enough to be able to wrap him up, and Warren takes full advantage of it with the great blocking. I think he thought he was going to go low there, so he was going to hurdle.
Evan, prior to the game, reporting that Gabe Davis is back in the fold. He had been on the practice squad, the longtime Bill, returning from the torn meniscus injury. Hardman cutting it outside. Hardman cutting it inside. Big return, much needed for Buffalo. 61 yards.
Back to life after a rough first drive. And a way to ingratiate yourself to Bills fans real quickly.
Chris Braswell made the tackle. McLaughlin, the kicker, had no chance at the disciplinary issue that he reportedly missed a meeting on Friday, and the decision was made to not have him activated today. Allen on 3rd and 3.
Only a 3-man rush from the Bucs.
Allen buys time. He's going to toss it downfield. Open man. Caught by Shavers. Touchdown, Bills. That's old-fashioned Josh Allen football.
Time to throw in his career this season, but you don't care when the play ends like this. He makes things happen. The Bucs only rush 3. Plenty of time. Delivers a strike down the field. What a play by Josh Allen and Tyrell Shavers to ignite this Buffalo offense.
Now in his 3rd year with the team. On a give for Tucker. Tucker's got blockers. Tucker is going down the sideline. And Tucker is gone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Michael Jordan and Tristan Wirfs are going to lead the way out here, and this is exactly what the Buffalo Bills had problems with against the Dolphins last week. Explosive runs, 4 touchdowns. This is exactly what happened, and you have receivers jumping into block. You have Wirfs downfield pancaking guys on the way to the end zone.
But he is a guy that you really want on the field, especially in 3rd and long. Herbert protected. Herbert puts him there under it, and it is caught. Boy, that's a Hall of Fame catch. I mean, how much time does Herbert have in that pocket? Just a great catch, great hands, as good as it gets. But you look at this route, and this is just a scramble drill. And in any DB, I don't care if you're Deion.
3 timeouts, minute 35. Young down the middle, McMillan. Great catch into space, Tataroa McMillan, the rookie out of Arizona. Long strides to the 30-yard line.
Some spark, some sort of big play down the field. You see the play action. Sucks up everyone on the second level. There's that window. McMillan does the rest. So good getting yards after the catch. Talking to the defensive staff here in Atlanta. Said, he's warranted the respect. There's going to be times where you match up A.J. Terrell on him.
3rd down and 5. Quick hitter. Ty Johnson creates after the catch. Big gain down the sideline. Ty Johnson takes it all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo!
Khalil Shakir and, wow, Curtis Samuel with a great block out there. Just clearing the path all the way to the end zone. What a play, but more importantly, what great blocking by these Buffalo.
Tremble in the backfield along with Dowdle on a first down from the 36. Clean pocket for Young. Another deep shot down the left side. He drops it in for lead get. Brilliant throw from Bryce Young.
On their opening drive, started the game this way, starting the half this way. Working against who?
Patron Brooks.
So he gets third touchdown reception of the season. Boy, the Panthers would love to get him going, along with McMillan.
You mentioned the deep shots, right? Deep balls 20-plus in the air.
And Flacco with the 1st and 10. Brown gets the call. Big hole opened up by Mims. He's into the secondary. They can't even tear him down.
Watts in the middle of the line. Watts is the entire hole that opens up for him. Nobody even touches him. And he's able to get around to the outside as Porter tries to chop the ball loose and is not able to get it.
Brown has had 3.
Austin Deculus is now into the game for the Chargers at left tackle, coming in for Penning. Herbert is picked. Overshot his man. It's Antonio Johnson. Johnson's got blockers. All the way down inside the 10.
Well, you just don't see this very often from Herbert. He's going to go try to hit the crosser. This pocket is as good as it gets. He has all the time in the world, but this ball just gets away from him. He's trying to hit McConkey. And, I mean, that's just an easy play right.
Deflected passes as any in the NFL. 3rd and 9. Sample the block. It's intercepted. It's picked off by Duggar. He's got room to roam. There's a block on the play by Herbig. You can't kiss him goodbye. Touchdown. Pick 6.
It's the pressure. Watch the pressure coming here. Duggar's up here. He's going to drop into the middle of the field. Watch you blitz, so all of a sudden you got man coverage, but Duggar is in a robber mode. So he's floating in the middle of the field. He's not assigned to anybody. He goes to the middle of the field. So when they go to throw the hot throw, when Flacco goes to make the hot throw to Higgins.
First 2 of the game for the Vikings. And they force a punt. Oh, got a little pressure. Now it's Price. Returnable. Price to the outside. Look out! Miles Price inside the 25.
Love all that juice. Price just taking the ball right between the hashes again. Feet never stutter. Picks a lane, runs hard. Nobody gets him on the ground. Undrafted rookie making a huge statement. And he did even on the kick return where he got nailed. I mean, he's just kind of got this.
Another 3rd and long for Green Bay. 5th body coming for the Giants' pressure. Love with time. Waving receivers around. Off the back foot, he launches it downfield, and it's caught by Savion Williams. The rookie comes up huge on 3rd and long.
Yeah, watch this. Might have gotten away with a... I guess they were just kind of hand fighting. It looked like he might have gotten away with a push off there, but tell you what, great.
Gainwell again out of the backfield. Jones the block at the left tackle. The muscular tight end Washington. Running roughshod. Bulldozing. Plowing. Wow. Catch and run. 31.
I'm going to say 270. I called him that earlier. That's a big man. And there's a stiff arm. There's a Derrick Henry for you. And then Geno Stone, you don't want any of that. Turner, you can try punching the ball out, but you're going to go backwards.
That's like a gnat hitting the windshield. Yes.
Love on a high snap. Floats it. Watson up top. It is caught. Touchdown Packers. Green Bay's got the lead.
Tough snap. Jordan Love is able to handle that. He's throwing to the field. He likes his matchup with Christian Watson, but especially throwing into that corner. I mean, that's basically dead in the teeth of the wind. He cuts it right through the wind. He loves it. That's what I'm talking about.
Ward throws deep, and it's caught inside the 10. Okonkwo, the tight end.
I mean, you want to talk about staring down the pass rush and delivering a strike. Cam Ward takes one in the teeth right here, Hunter. Bam! Knocks him on his can, but guess what? Perfectly placed. You couldn't run down there and put it in the hands.
27-12 with 3.5 to go. He'll go outside, and it's caught here by Fant, and quickly on him. Echols, the ball jarred free, picked up Pierre. He'll take it in. It is a touchdown. A second turnover touchdown by the defense. It again.
One more time, the ball starts coming loose right before the knee makes contact. Pierre's there waiting to scoop and score.
Steelers lead the NFL in points off turnovers, and they got 14 of them today. 2 defensive touchdowns, 2 short touchdown passes to their running back by 2 different quarterbacks.
Santos puts it up, and it is good! The comeback kid, Chicago Bears, do it again!
Finding ways. Santos, it looked like he might have tugged it a little to the left again, but it straightened up. Hit it really solid, and a little walk-off field goal. Division win on the road. A lot at stake. And Santos comes up clutch. Look at him. There it is.
Oh, yeah. Pump the fist. You deserve it. How about that? Devin Duvernay. Back to the Packers defense. They're playing intermediate right now. Here's Winston. Loading up. Got to hurry. Hit from behind. Ball is out. And this game is over. And Micah Parsons finally gets home. And he is now 9-0 in his career against the New York Giants. MetLife Stadium.
I'll tell you what, one of the more persistent pass rushers you're ever going to see. Getting double teamed, but he will not let up. Hey, look, he knows when it's time to make a play. He's going to be the one to do it.
Parsons comes up huge on the final play of the day after a tough 2 weeks. And the Packers defense, which had kept them in the game each of the last 2 losses, comes up huge today.
Sky Moore and Brian Robinson are back deep as Arizona won the toss, elected to defer. It'll be Moore from the 2-yard line, and we're underway in Glendale. Sky Moore with an opening, and Moore on the run. One man to beat, and it's the kicker, Ryland. He'll blow by him. Moore on the move to the goal line, lunging and down at the 2.
So much for the quick start for the Arizona Cardinals. I mean, how about this? This San Francisco 49er team just straight up the middle, great blocking. Really nobody for Sky Moore to make miss. Even the kicker, Chad Ryland, doesn't really kind of squeeze and help out the coverage team. The one positive, Keitrell Cox. What a great job hustling to force him to punch it in here.
Texans. Matthew Wright for the win. The kick. Right down Broadway through the heart of Nashville. And what a performance. Everything looked good. Snap hold. And Wright filling in for Fairbairn, who had the quad injury.
So into Seahawks territory from the 47. First run for Kyren Williams, who's got a hole, and Kyren Williams has a big one. Inside the 20. 30 yards on Williams' first touch of the day.
13 personnel, tight end. They bring Ferguson in motion, and they're going to run at Nick Emanwari. He's one of the best young slot dime linebacker types in the entire league. He's really the big part of what makes this nickel-based Seattle defense operate. The big question.
This new experience in Buffalo. Mayfield, protection holds up. Now it doesn't, and he fumbles the ball. Buffalo's got it. Recovered by Dorian Williams. The knockaway by Daquan Jones.
Keep fighting. He's going to be over here and just fight through. And Baker has to hold the ball. He's looking for a deep one, but
That'd be where I'd go.
Young. Light rush for Atlanta. Bryce Young steps and throws. He's got it to McMillan. Touchdown, Carolina.
He keeps his eyes on him for the touchdown. Watch as he works outside. There's your first down. Nope. Turns it up as Young scrambles. And this is just, to me, you can't put your linebacker in that position. You just can't.
Hayden Ellis was on. San Francisco bringing just 4. Brissett hit as he throws, looking for Wilson on the sideline. What an adjustment, and what a catch by Michael Wilson.
You need your guys to step up and make plays. We've talked about how big this possession was. Jacoby Brissett going for the big play.
Number 21, defense. Penalties declined. Result of the play, first down.
Misnumbering, it is 20 that they called it on.
And now you know why all of Michael Wilson's teammates were excited for him to have this opportunity.
Talking to Lewis, the left guard. And Bryce Young rips it this side. It's caught by Tremble, who turns upfield. Tremble breaks away. Tommy Tremble inside the 15. That is a nasty catch and run.
They just said he flips a switch when he gets on the football field, primarily used as almost a fullback. In the way they use him in the run blocking game as a tight end off the ball, but this is all just determination. What a play.
From 28, and Carolina has won.
Take another look. Clean operation. Solid kick. That's 3 on the season now for Ryan Fitzgerald. The Falcons desperately needed this one.
Field goals against good teams get you beat.
Stretch play. Williams has a seam and more. Cuts it back. Inside the 10. Inside the 5. First and goal at the 1. 34 for Kyren Williams.
They've gone back to old school, one tight end, and let's use our wide receivers. This time it's Puka Nacua. Look at the job he does on Emanwari. And
Ariza to punt to Mims, who had missed the last 2 games because of a concussion. And he's one of the best. He's been an all-pro. Here's Mims cutting it upfield. This is what we're talking about. Here goes Mims with a block. He's at the 50, and it's a chase. There's an angle, and they take him down. It was Rowan Wallace who was able to get him. There is a flag after a 68-yard run back. Flag was thrown right in that area right there.
Well, you can't blatantly, it was well before then, push in the back. So it'd almost be like pushing someone into the ball carrier, they're saying.
Gene, we don't hear a call like this very often, called on the kicking team. Gene Steratore back in New York.
Right there. Great job by our team to find that.
you draft a young offensive lineman like Zabel, because he's about as good as a young lineman we've seen in years.
Here's the fade, looking downfield for Smith and Jigba, who plucked it with one hand. JSN.
There's the first deep ball connection of the game against Darius Williams outside, and tell you what, they're the best deep ball connection in.
What don't you see? A loss of 9. Mitchell dropped it, picked off.
Devin Bush on the return. Bush still going. Touchdown! A pick six for the Cleveland defense.
Example of that, a sack on the first one. Right there, throws a little high. Keaton Mitchell should have caught that. Bounces off of his hands, and you see right there, Bush does the rest once he catches the football. But this is a defense that all game long, no matter what the score is, what the outcome is, they are coming after you, and they're not apologizing.
Lamar throwing on the run. Zay Flowers is open. Zay Flowers cuts it upfield at the 10 and caught from behind by Denzel Ward.
Lamar Jackson, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL when it comes to the play-action pass.
So now Dortch back in motion at wide receiver. Brissett off the play fake. Under pressure on the roll. Throwing on the run, and it's intercepted by Diamador Lenore. Lenore weaving back towards the middle of the field, now to the sideline. Lenore to the 40, still on his feet. Lenore, they weren't sure he'd play today. And Diamador Lenore's got an interception and down inside the Arizona 15.
Enforce things. It's Elijah Higgins on the outside, and as he breaks out that way, you can see him, but it's a great jump by Diamador Lenore. It just gets right in front of him, and then a heck of a return right there, but very un-Jacoby Brissett-like so far this year.
Jacoby Brissett trying to get in on the play at the end. Robert Saleh, you know he's fired up.
Low snap. And Mahomes going to launch it long. One-on-one coverage. And Thornton makes the catch. Gets to his feet. McMillan then slings him down at the 10. They may have marked him down where he caught the ball originally. The deep ball.
Wow. This is a big-time throw. I guess Patrick Mahomes has played in a few big environments and big games because no one makes this throw. Very few people, I should say, make this throw in this situation with where they were and what the coverage looked like. Under incredible pressure, staring down the barrel.
Franklin Myers, 61 yards.
Derrick Henry on first down. Henry flying through. There goes Henry. Does he have the wheels to get there? Henry tripped up at the 10. Denzel Ward saves a touchdown, but Derrick Henry goes for 59 yards.
Look at the blocking up front for him. And then he's just off to the races. And Denzel Ward, as Andrew described, comes all the way across field to prevent the touchdown. But it does not take long for Henry to get to top speed. Unlike a lot of big backs, it might take 4 or 5 steps, 1 or 2, and he's fully out there.
That is Andrews under center on 4th and 1. Andrews spinning away, and there he goes! Andrews all the way! Touchdown! What a call by the Ravens!
Charles, Todd Monken is in his bag, is what the young kids would say. And John Harbaugh said to us, you always have to reinvent yourself. So we talked about their struggles on short yardage. A week ago, Mark Andrews gets under center.
35 yards, Will Lutz. He's already made 4 today. Lutz in the clutch, and the Broncos have won it. Both Super Bowl teams of a year ago, Philadelphia and Kansas City, coming from behind in both of those games in the fourth quarter to win yet again in a thriller from behind in the fourth.
Jalen Hurts 9 of 19 passing, 63 yards on this windy night. Out quick, Gibbs on the edge. Taken off like a rocket. Jameer Gibbs cuts back inside again. Look at Gibbs go! All the way to the 24-yard line.
Hurt because they were going to jump in with pressure, and so that gave Gibbs just enough space to catch this ball, and once he does, it is game over. Heck of a job by Penei Sewell on the outside with that key kick-out block there, but that is the speed of Gibbs, and look out.
3rd and 10. The Eagles bring 4. Try the screen with Gibbs, who's got the first down, and more. Gibbs taken off again. Still rolling to the 48-yard line. This dude's incredible.
Let's get it to number 0 a few more times. I mean, they even know this screen is coming. Look at that. I mean, they know absolutely what's in front of them. John Campbell had him, and it just continues to amaze tonight. Jahmyr Gibbs.